My life is far from boring. Living in a house full of all girls is definitely different. It feels as though we're all kind of like sisters. Like I tell my mother and my sister everything that goes on. I really don't get how people like go through life like not talking to like their siblings or their mom because my sister and I we're very close. I would definitely say my sister has impacted my life in a big way because I look up to her because she's my older sister. And even though we're twins, we were born on the same day, she's definitely shaped the person I want to become one day. And she's definitely someone I look up to.
Jordan got a telephone call over the Christmas break, and it was the Dean of Students from Southeast Raleigh High School. And they asked me, could Jordan participate in something called District C? And I'm on the telephone going, sure. I said, are you sure you're talking about Jordan? Because normally Nia was my go-getter, the one that everybody kind of looked at. Jordan was truly hidden. She was well below the radar, but very smart. Same classes as Nia was in, but she's like her mom. She was a wallflower. And the counselor said, well, we want Jordan. And I said, okay, sure. So I'm on the phone going, yes, and Jordan's behind me going, no, no.
I came here, this is my first time here. I had no idea like what this place was. I was downstairs like, this is a pretty cool place. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I actually got to meet my my groups. My initial feeling, I was totally overwhelmed and I was totally terrified. But what helped me at ease with that was that I was in a room full of 20 other students who were going through the same thing I was. Like, how are we gonna solve this big problem? How are we gonna, these are like actual adults who actually need our help. Like, what are we gonna do? And we finally like came together and said, well, we're gonna have to figure out a way to tackle this problem like at once. Normally I put myself on mute. I'd be the one taking notes. I wouldn't talk about anything. I wouldn't put my ideas out. And then Anne, one day, she was like, Jordan, can I talk to you after? And I was like, sure you can. And so we were talking, she was like, Jordan, I noticed you're really, really quiet, but you have great notes and you have great ideas, but you don't project them. Try actually like talking with your members instead of, writing it down in Google Notes and stuff like that. And so finally, after like, I think a week, finally I got comfortable enough talking with my squad members. And by launch day 3, which was the last one, I was talking, I was making notes, I was doing everything I needed to do, and I was definitely being more vocal. So I think my confidence, I think it grew by like 1,000% with District C and my District C experience. It has changed me tremendously. This year I'm a senior at high school, and it's amazing to me that I can actually be vocal to my classmates and my teachers, because at one point I was terrified to talk to my teachers if I had a problem or anything, and now I just grab the bull by the horns and I do what I gotta do.
To hear her talk to others that she didn't know and to say that I can be a collaborator, Mom. I knew I was a leader because I had these leadership pieces, but I just wasn't sure how they fit in. I now know. I now know that I don't have to be afraid. If I just start talking, it comes to me. So she has blossomed, and I think District C gave her that opportunity for her to find herself and to know that she had a voice. Leadership and the ability to know that I can do anything. That's the biggest impact that District C has had for Jordan, and to know that she can work with others. Doesn't matter who it is.
I was connected to District C and Dan and Ann through HQ Raleigh. Someone had said, hey, there's this program coming in, I think you'd be good to partner with. So I ended up partnering with them and getting a cohort of students to sort of help me tackle a business problem for Ella Raw. I had an incredible experience. I've definitely gone through or had like interns and other programs I've worked with, but District C definitely stood out as something that was high caliber and demanded a lot of their students and got an incredible outcome because of that. I posted a job listing to get some production help, and Anne had reached out and said, hey, can I send this to our District C Slack channel to let them know? And I was like, yes.
I got in touch with Becky. I emailed her and said, my name is Jordan Christmas, I'm a District C alumni, and put me in touch with you, and I would love to work for your company. And so she hired me then and there, and I've been working there since June and actually got to keep my job throughout the school year.
So we sort of just threw her right into it, and I knew that I could expect her to be someone I could trust and someone that I could give responsibility, and she was gonna rise to that standard. And the reality was that she definitely did.
District C, it's like, it's bigger than a grade. It's bigger than just graduating. It's gaining the skills and the tools you need to go on through life past high school and college into like a real life job situation. It's already inside you. You already know what you need to do. You just need someone to help you pull it out of you. And I think District C definitely did that.